Hi, I'm Certified Nutrition Consultant Catherine with Foods That Heal You, and in this video we're going to talk about parasites. I'm going to talk about common causes, some common symptoms, and some cleanses you can do to eliminate the parasites. All right, now the first question, the most common question people have is, how do I know if I have parasites? Well, the short answer is you probably do, okay? The long answer is you're going to want to look at the causes and the symptoms to help narrow that down, but also some experts claim that up to 90% of the population is infested with parasites. They hide in your liver, in your brain, and your intestinal tract primarily, okay? And they cause depletion of nutrients. They literally cause you to starve because they steal the nutrients that are intended for your cells, okay? Like a tapeworm. Everybody's heard of a tapeworm. Well, the tapeworm steals all of your nutrients, right? Well, there's a variety of different disgusting parasites that are going to steal the nutrients and cause starvation, which will lead to obesity and other chronic health conditions. It leads to obesity because you're starving, so you keep eating because you're constantly hungry and craving food because you're not getting any nutrients. All right, and this is all on page 20 of your detox book. If you're going through the detox, I recommend you consider doing the parasite cleanse. We'll go through that though, but the symptoms are listed out in the book, all right? And some common symptoms just up front would be if you have candida, for sure, that in itself is a parasite. If you're obese, then you probably have parasites. If you have itchy skin, or if you're biting your nails, or you have super high anxiety, trying to think of some other, can just quick glance at this. If you have fatigue, irritability, sleep conditions, skin conditions. So parasites can cause a broad spectrum of problems, okay? And if you have poor digestion and constipation, right there, they feed on that undigested food. If you've ever had constipation, I can almost guarantee you probably have some type of parasite, whether it's candida or other types of parasites. So it can't hurt to do a detox and a cleanse. All right, so some common causes. What I put here are the primary causes. Pets, huge common cause, especially if you have dogs and cats, or your dog licks you in the face, something like that. They carry parasites. So if you have a pet or ever had a pet in your life, once you have parasites, they don't just go away. You'll want to do a parasite cleanse. Okay, if you've traveled out of the country, there's like a 99.999% chance you picked up parasites. I've had people contact me after going out of the country saying they are just terribly sick, and it turns out they have parasites. They picked up parasites from going across seas. We have constipation, which I mentioned, and candida. Those are really common root causes. If you've been eating fast food, I can tell you fast food is filthy. It's not clean, especially if you're eating pork. I've heard some really disturbing stories about pork and parasites. I personally will not eat pork. It's just a really unclean food, and it does tend to carry parasites. I heard a whole story on NPR and it grossed me out, and I won't eat pork anymore. And then uncooked meat, which not many people are eating uncooked meat. But these are the really most common causes, okay? So if you've done any of these things, then it'd be a really good idea to do a parasite cleanse. Okay, so now what's a parasite cleanse look like? Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to do the detox. You have to clean up your diet, because in my analogy that I use in other videos, if you have leaves in your yard and you try to plant grass seed on top of the leaves, you're not going to get anywhere. That grass seed's not going to get where it needs to go. So if you take your Para-V, this tonic that I have here, for example, that we use for the detox, if you take that, it's not going to do any good if you don't change your diet and get rid of the crap. Literally, get rid of the crap, okay? We're talking about cleansing the digestive system as much as possible so that these herbs can do their job. All right, so you want a colon cleanse. That's the first thing that you want to do when you're doing a parasite cleanse. Get that colon clean. And if you're in the 21-day detox, you can start the Para-V at the beginning, or you can wait till you're done with the detox and just continue your clean eating and use the parasite herb. But you don't want to do it before you clean up your diet. It's really not going to be productive at all, okay? You want to do liver flush. They hide in your liver. If you have a really bad parasite infestation, which I didn't even have a bad parasite infestation at all, really, but when I first started doing detox and cleansing and did liver flushes, I had parasites come out from my liver flushes, so they definitely hide in the liver. And then herbs. Now there's 3 primary herbs: clove, wormwood, and walnut. And they have to be in a liquid tincture like this. Capsules don't work. They're not going to be as effective as a tincture, because in the process of making especially black walnut into a tincture, it pulls out the nutrients that you need that you can't get in a capsule, okay? Foods. There are different foods that will also help kill parasites, and that's going to be garlic, pumpkin seeds, and coconut. There are other foods that will help with killing parasites, but remember, you're not just going to kill the parasites, you have to eliminate them from your body, which is why the detox is so crucial. You'll learn in my detox program how to open up those elimination channels. You open up the colon, because I use the example of a highway. If you have a highway with no exit ramps, then that highway is going to get jam-packed full of traffic and cars that can't get off the highway. You have to keep the exit ramps cleared. That's the colon, the kidneys, the lungs, the skin. You have to keep those cleared, and you learn how to do that in my 21-day detox. You have to change your diet. You have to make changes. If you are in a situation where you have parasites, then that's a very toxic environment in your body. And when you start doing a parasite cleanse, especially, you can expect to maybe have a little bit of increased anxiety. Now, not everybody's going to experience that. I did not experience that, but some people do. And I use the analogy, I love my analogies. If you have a whole bunch of ants and you spray them with Raid, what do? They freak out. They go crazy initially, and then they die. That's what happens when you do parasite cleansing. And even Candida, they call it die-off. You're trying to kill those bugs. They freak out initially. You're anxious, and your nervousness goes up, but it does eventually go down. So the cleaner the environment in your body, the better, the more you take control over getting the toxic waste out with my how to manage the detox symptoms, the more success you're going to have, and you're not going to have those symptoms nearly as badly. So there's definitely a way to do this properly. Don't just grab a tonic, okay? And the way you take this tonic I have in my nutritional supplements video for the detox, and also have in the handout that you get in the mail with your paperback copy on how to do this as well. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. You can ask questions on our Facebook community in our detox program, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, you guys.